Sometimes the question is, are you doing it because it's a means to an end, or is it a end of itself value because you think it's cool, or it's just a self-fulfilling prophecy? One of the biggest things that I had to figure out was through this journey is, am I doing something that is outcome dependent to get a certain result, or am I doing it because it's who I'm choosing to be? Do things because it's who you're choosing to be, not because it's going to get you a goal. And I was looking up the definition of a means to an end, and it states in there a person who's going to undergo a suffering to get the end result. And when you're outcome dependent, that really comes to almost a manipulation, because you are doing something to get something else in return. And when you're doing that, you always end up focused more on the outcome rather than being in the moment and the process of you're doing this because it's for you. And when you're doing something for someone else, there may be that little bit in the back of your mind that if you do this, they're going to like you, or, maybe they'll owe you a favor later down the road. And this correlates towards people pleasing and also maybe getting your needs met, especially for people like empaths, that you are doing stuff because in return, you're going to be more likable. And that's really more of a means to an end, and it's manipulative. And I know as empaths, focusing on like doing things for others is great. Do it out of kindness. Don't do it because you want the payout, that you're gonna know that this person's gonna like you more. And more of the focus is to go ahead and man, today I am struggling to get this video. I really did want to focus on means to an end versus end of itself value, because the real value is within yourself. Do things out of kindness. Don't expect things out of return. And as an empath, also know when it's time to protect your energy and not overextend, because you can say no, and you don't have to do things for others, and you don't have to do it because you're going to be likable. You're already likable. You're already worthy of being liked. The fact that you exist means you're worthy. And non-existence is already filled with all the things that are never going to exist. And you exist. The universe doesn't make any mistakes. So keep that in mind. And if you ever feel like you're not worthy of being who you are, go ahead and just, for a moment, take a deep breath. And just in the thought of knowing that you exist, and this isn't a belief, you literally exist. You're watching this video. You're on your phone, you're on your computer, you're watching the video, you're here on the planet doing the human experience, the individual human experience. You exist. You can't deny that. And because you exist, you already know that you cannot deny your existence. Meaning, if you want anything else in life also, is do not deny that you can have it. Know that it's possible. No. Just as much as you know that you exist, know that something that you want is on its way to you, and you'll get it. That way you don't have to try so hard. Stop efforting. Yes, take inspired action towards the things that you want to do. You don't need to effort so hard. Everything else is going to come in part of the process. And if you add, limiting beliefs and resistance towards your goals, it's only going to slow down the process. Keep going. Know that you're on the right path. Know that you're doing the things that you want to do, and do it because it's a end of itself value, because you know it's cool, because this is who you're choosing to be, and you're doing it because you feel good about it. And especially if you're like an artist or anything, what you're creating because you feel good about it is going to show, and other people will feel that through whatever art you're making, whether if it's music, actual art, digital art. People will feel that because you're able to relate with them, and that's what the beautiful part about art is. So do things because it's end of its self-value, and know that the value you're creating it's yours, it's unique, and it's authentic. Even when you think something may not be worth sharing, and as long as you think it's cool, you should probably go ahead and share it. Yeah, and like and subscribe for more videos. I thought I was going to be done with this video, and I had something else to add. That quit trying to prove your worthiness. Nobody is requesting your worthiness. Nobody's requesting for you to prove your worthiness. So who are you here to please? Yourself. You're here to do it as a end of itself value, to please yourself during the process. And boy, do you want to be so in love with the unfolding of this whole process, because you're not going to get there with negative thoughts or beliefs and resistance. It's where you are in the now moment. You don't need the manifestation to feel good now. You can choose to feel good now.